Everyone, hello. My digital project is on smartphone camera technology. Now, rather than come in and give you another tedious presentation for an hour and 45 minutes, I thought I'd go out and shoot a film on my own smartphone, an iPhone 6. My reason for choosing to shoot a film was mainly down to the film Tangerine. Now, if any of you forgot about that film, we talked about it earlier on in term. It was written and directed by Sean Baker, about a transgender prostitute who lives in the streets of LA. And the film itself was shot entirely on smartphone, an iPhone 5S. It's the first of its kind as well to gain worldwide distribution by Magnolia Pictures, which is an amazing feat considering it was only the year 2000 that camera phones first came on the scene, a Samsung model released in South Korea. But with simple aid of a camera stabilizer and an anamorphic lens to gain cinematic style, he made the film look amazing. So I would strongly recommend going to see it later on this year when it makes it to this country, and it's a huge inspiration for all us amateur independent filmmakers out there to go and grab whatever technology is available to us and make our films and get them out there, because people will still appreciate them in this digital world that we live in. But I feel like I'm rambling on a little bit too much now, so I'm gonna move on to the film. Oh yeah, sorry in advance for the cheesy digital sound effect.
There it is, not Hosier. He's good too, isn't he? That new guy, Hosier. We're trying. Yeah. Take Me to Church. Someone new, Angel of that Codeine scene from Eden, sedated. Wait now, Take Me to Church, I think. Arsenal, Take Me to Church. Someone new. I'll try that one. Someone new, will I? I do. Then let the word out in the eye. My mama told me when I was a Australian woman right in the eye. Slide to unlock, yeah. Right, headlines, that's what I want. cannot connect to Sky News. A Wi-Fi or 3G data connection is required. Well, I haven't got it. I think I'll leave it the way I had it. Flaming scarves, and yet they're essential because I like one around my neck. Now go back in again, David. No. The old photograph shows up all the wrinkles, doesn't it? I like that one. Hello, Darren. How are you? How's things in Switzerland? And well, dull and dreary, but you know, pleasant. Hello, Sharon. Charlotte. Hello to Nana in Ireland. Hello. How are you today? She's tired. Is she at school? Yeah. Yes, and it's soon Easter now, so she'll be expecting a big Easter egg from Ireland, won't she? I'm sure there's lovely ones in Switzerland too. Hello, Charlotte. Hello. Oh, she is tired, isn't she? It's a long day for her. Lovely to be able to speak to you so far away, Darren. Yeah, thanks to the Skype and new technology, this is a new experience for me, and I'm enjoying it very much. I haven't to run down the stairs to get the phone. You know, it's just here at my hand. It's lovely, and I can see you. I am very much aware of it and very thrilled by it in a lot of respects. It's just revolutionary at the moment, yes. Of course I am.
You understand what it is?
I do understand what it is. It's the new way of doing almost anything now, particularly communication, commerce, every aspect, medicine, everything in life is linked up to technology now. It's positive, David. It's very positive in a lot of respects. Technically it is, and for people that can't maybe move outside their living quarters, or they're incapacitated in any way, it's a marvelous thing to be able to do just things at hand. You don't have to move from your chair. That's a great thing. For people who can, then technology, much as it's needed, and it's a marvelous thing. But are people becoming robots with it and just not seeing each other? They don't see anything, only that screen. And
so basically what you're saying is friends and like relationships basically are becoming an online type of thing, a digital thing.
Yeah.
And so it's replacing physical.
It is. It's
physical relationships with people to an extent.
It's definitely.
And people are becoming dependent on it.
Okay. Yes, it's unsocial in one way. That I think that a lot of the community spirit, neighbourliness, things like that that are vital to a community or to your life, to anybody.
Well, it's very
has been lost. There will be lost, and the humane part of it is leaving, and so we're being replaced by robotic tenures. That's what we are, you know. So while it's totally and marvelously revolutionary, the whole thing, because it's so swift to get in touch with people, to do things in every walk of life. It has sped up everything, but the thing that it's losing out on is physical and moral behaviour of people. It's not the physical and moral behaviour of people in that respect. No, you can delete that. It's the contact, that's the word.
But
Contact with each other is gone. It will go with this, because you're looking into a screen and you don't see who's passing by. You just don't. The imagination is going to suffer at it. Your own imagination and how you interpret things, because that's the technology is doing it for you. And you're not going to think. Like, I think that's one way of looking at it too. You know, you become a robot, don't you? Everything's available at the touch of a button, and you know, you're flicking from one thing to another. You're not going to research what you're reading by, if you don't understand a word, it's there for you. You know, I know that's a good thing, but the probing mind is going to go. Transmedia. Well, I should imagine that it's sending everything all over the world, isn't it? No place is inaccessible at the moment with new technology. And the world has become a very small place with the new way of communication. We have access to everything. Well, I think I can't really imagine it. It is unimaginable. Seeing the revolution that has occurred really since my beginnings in my working life and commerce, etc. I mean, we have put there's been a man on the moon, so they say the sky's the limit. How much more can you do? I don't know, but I'm sure there are spaces to be filled.
in conclusion, it's fair to say that we are all involved and a part of the digital revolution, whether we're aware of it or not. As I said to my grandmother earlier on, you've been consuming digital TV for the past few years now, so she's just another product of the environment. Digital, in reflection, has really shaped the way I've researched in college over the last 4 years. Like, and even the film itself today, like, I mean, the production was digital, my research was digital for the project, shall I say, and the content itself was the topic was about digital, like, and like, it's very rare that I would use books anymore. Like, my library card was become an artifact, like the CDs and other physical objects that we've talked about. And I was talking to my grandmother about that, and she got a laugh about it, but I think deep down it is quite a sad thing. She made a really good point, a really interesting point, which is something I do like thoroughly agree with, when she spoke about us as humans losing touch with physical relationships and that kind of a creative side and stuff. And I think especially with younger generations as well, it's something that is a serious thing that could happen with, like, things, you know, with how prominent social media is with everyday's lives, and they live their lives through that, they live their friendships through that, and how dating websites have become so popular, and even things like Skype and stuff, where my grandmother spoke about as well, about the way people were communicating and stuff. Like, yeah, they are very practical, and it's great when you're with someone on the other side of the world, but maybe not the other side of the road. You know, what happens to the days of just communicating? And it's a fair point to say digital, I guess, can be quite isolating, quite a lonely place. But it's just something that has to be embraced, I guess. Like, we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next 100 years. As she said, it's unimaginable. So, regards transmedia, asked her about it, and she gave an answer that wasn't quite the definition on Google, but it's definitely a fair idea of what it is. She said it's everything, everywhere, and yeah, she's completely right by saying that. Like, as I went on to explain to her, I was like, that we were just consumers, and now we're more now down to transmedia. We're contributors, we're journalists, filmmakers, we're artists. Transmedia makes the world go round, and everyone is now a part of that. Like, there is no longer just the consumer. The consumer is the provider of content. Isn't that right, Nanny?
We are digital.
Walk tall, walk straight, and look the world right in the eye. That's what my mama told me when I was about knee high. She said, son, be a proud man.